Welcome to my channel. In this video we will do a flip through of Mythographic Magical Earth coloring book. It's a book published probably a month ago, the newest in Mythographic series. It's by Joseph Kattenbank. You know that I'm a huge fan of this series. In the beginning of December they will do another one, and I think that I already realized for myself that yes, I want to collect the whole series. Even if in my last purchases like Mythographic Odyssey or Mythographic Voyage I hadn't started yet any picture, I still hope that maybe in January I will do a marathon of coloring pictures in Mythographic. But I know that I enjoy working on this paper. I don't have any problems with working on it with watercolors or with pencils. So the only problem is that some of the pictures are really very detailed, and Kattenbank pictures, they are definitely one of the most detailed. It's also one of the books where they stopped to do those atrocious hidden objects, so I am really very happy. And look at this beauty. Kattenbank, he is a master of beautiful animals and master of mixing various objects. And here we have perfect example of all we can find. Nice fantasy because he turned turtle into carriage, beautiful girl, and very nice lanterns around the turtle. I even want to do all title pages, and usually I don't copy example of the cover or original painting, but here with all those beautiful colors, especially the central part, well, I'm thinking about doing title page using the same colors. But let's continue. Here we have another very complicated page, and it's a little bit difficult to say because we have underwater creatures, we have turtles, we have Aquaman, and we have another creature here. Maybe it's octopus, maybe something else. So it's a little bit like resolving puzzles. But once you found who will be the main character or what are the main objects you want to attract attention to, it's started to be much easier to color. Here we have this beautiful gorilla, probably turned into stone castle. Another interesting idea. Oh, and also waterfalls. I do love that all pictures are surrounded by frames. They look much more accurate. And we have several winter pictures. Yeah, definitely in January we need to start some kind of marathon, and in such a way I will be able to start all my Mythographic books, because in almost all of them we have winter pictures, not connected to Christmas but with snow, with icicles, with snowflakes, so perfect to fill in your time in January and February. Look at this beauty. This one will be beautiful for spring. Such a nice nests and beautiful birds. Well, that's another one maybe for spring because of the flowers. But we also have this very intricate carved stones and adorable girl sitting near her friend deer. This one is really very nice. I do love that in Kattenbank books we have a lot of pictures with those reflections in the water. Maybe they are a little bit challenging to color, but in the end they look very spectacular. And I do love here this idea that tiny tiger looking into the water and imagining himself as adult tiger. Very nice and very cute. Here we have girl and dog sitting on the huge baobab tree probably, and all those lanterns. I can't imagine what imagination and what creativity person have to create such a beautiful pictures. Look at this one. Here we have peacock, but his tail started to turn into lotus flowers, tiny ponds, and we even have girl taking bath in one of the ponds. Very nice and beautiful landscape in Eastern style. Really very nice. Oh, look at this one. Adorable one. Here we have rice fields with all those terraces and then fog for the landscape. And here we have another with more detailed rice field. That's definitely will be one of my first pictures. I don't know why I'm so attracted to it. I do love this perspective that we have foreground, something in the middle, then we have interesting and detailed background. You definitely don't have to think how to fill empty areas. You just have to decide what will be main objects and how to attract more attention to them. Maybe using contrast of warm and cold colors, maybe using a more limited color palette for the bigger amount of objects and some unique color for the most important part. You can do dress of the girl in something quite intense, maybe intense purple, intense blue, and all flowers you can do in pastel colors. And in such a way immediately all attention will go to the girl. Actually very nice page. You know that I love to color bottles and glass, so that's definitely also is one of my favorites. Another turtle, and it's a good way to travel. I definitely would love to travel in such a way, especially when we have so interesting birds around. Look at these roots. Oh, here we have house for the bees. I think that it could be done in many warm colors, including warm color for the bricks, for the wood, a lot of variations for the honey colors. Oh, and look at this one. It's a lizard, but it surrounds the pond and very nice waterfalls, tiny mountains and palm trees. Well, all pictures are absolutely perfect. And I would say that even if I have only this book, I never would be bored to do it from the first until the last page. Several of them you can do with watercolors, several would be perfect for just pencils. And as I said, I am happy to work on this paper both with my more professional sets like polychromases or Prismacolors, but I also worked here with my cheap Sucolor pencils. I think that I also used Star Joy, that very budget set, so definitely this book is quite nice to work with many media. And because we don't have hidden objects, I finally don't have to cover the whole background with paints like acrylic or gouache. I can work with more transparent media. Look at this adorable owl. I absolutely love her face. Oh, something interesting like stone figure of the stone man, but she's still playing violin, playing music. Maybe she tried to revive him. Oh, this one is nice, quite interesting to transform real flowers into like pixel picture. Creativity, it's absolutely crazy. What an imagination. It's another one of the books which you can simply have an art book if you love such things. I never feel guilty when I have such books uncolored. I can simply enjoy these pictures, enjoy the art of Gettingbank, of Fabiana Atanasio, of other artists which they Alexandra Nazi, and I believe that the next book will be by Alexandra Nazi. So I think that I will also try to get it. So nice. Look at these adorable bunnies, but they are also surrounded by gemstones. Another page with underwater creature and with, how it is called? Not starfish, medusa. Sorry, I don't know English name, but I will learn when I will start to color this page. I'm totally in love with this book. Oh, and I have here another dragon. You know, the dragons are another thing which I absolutely love to do. So here I have Dragon by Bank. Oh, here we have sloth. I absolutely love them. I'm subscribed on Instagram on several profiles where Zoo posts sloth in their everyday life. They are absolutely adorable creatures. Here we have quite interesting mountain, kind of volcano. And what do we have here? It's like caterpillar, surrounded by roots. Oh, this one is really very intricate. And it looks like sand watches, sand clock. Sorry, when I look at this beauty, I start to forget English words. But I think that pictures are more important. I definitely can recommend this book. I don't think that it's have to be only for advanced colorists, because here I think that we have quite good balance between details and empty areas like this one. I think that it's very nice to color even for beginner colorists. You can practice how to do many things like leaves, flowers, metal things, wooden textures, water, animals. They are relatively small, so you don't have to waste huge amount of time on doing fur. So you just select basic color traditional for these animals and you can color them. So it's also not very intimidating. And I think that with such creativity you can start to use unusual colors for the leaves, for the flowers. You can experiment with the colors for the birds and animals, because everything is in fantasy style. Perfect, just perfect. Well, and what do you think about marathon of mythographic books in January? I hope that you will join me. Thank you for watching, and until my next videos.